Hey everyone, Sarah here, and I am so excited. I am working today on a few video blogs for each chapter of Stress Point. And so I thought while I'm in video blog mode, I would go ahead and do a video blog straight for my Live It Out blog. So I hope that you will join me later on in reading Stress Point and watching those video blogs. But I wanted to share something with you that really popped in my Bible study reading this morning, and it came out of Philippians. And just to give you some background as to why this popped, you may or may not have read on Facebook. I've been tweeting and Facebooking about it a little bit lately. I have been running. I do not like to run. I've never liked to run. I was always the last kid to cross the finish line in doing that mile run in elementary school. I hate it, but I've got to do something to work my hiney off, and running seems to work. So I'm doing it. And it's interesting. It's been challenging. And now I feel like I need a video blog about it. So I wanted to share with you out of Philippians. This is chapter 3, where Paul is talking about maturing spiritually and growing closer to God and living his life to where he's totally aligned with Jesus and totally makes Jesus the center of every single area of his life. And let me just give you a little bit of context, and then we'll get to the meat of why I'm talking about and video blogging about running in the chapter 3 of Philippians. So I just love how this is coming from The Voice. It's a translation that I just love. It's pretty new. And chapter 3 verse 12 says, I am not there yet, this is Paul, nor have I become perfect, but I am charging on to gain anything and everything the anointed one, Jesus, has in store for me. And nothing will stand in my way because he has grabbed me and won't let go. I just love that verbiage. Brothers and sisters, as I said, I know I have not arrived, but there is one thing I'm doing. I'm leaving my old life behind, putting everything on the line for this mission. I'm sprinting, here's where the running comes in, toward the only goal that counts, to cross the line, to win the prize, and to hear God's call to resurrection life found exclusively in Jesus the Anointed. And the reason, of course, obviously, this stuck out to me when it says, I'm sprinting towards the only goal that counts, to cross the line. Towards the resurrection life. Let me start with that. When this talks about in this verse, in whatever translation you have, where it says the resurrection life, the end goal, that is a life that is lived fully in Christ, a life that our only goal is to please and worship him. And that takes work. We have to sprint towards that. This life is hard that we live in now, but we have this ultimate goal, and our ultimate goal is to worship and to love and to glorify Jesus. And one thing that I was thinking about while I'm running, I have this bad habit where I will set goals for myself while I'm running. And I should say I'm mostly jogging and walking, but running sounds more cool. And I set these little goals. Okay, run towards that fire hydrant, run towards that stop sign, and you can take a little 5-second break. What I found myself doing is I will run towards that goal, and I'll stop like a few feet short of that fire hydrant or a few yards short of that stop sign, and then take my breath, and I get a little disappointed with myself. But I started thinking, in our goal towards running towards Christ, towards sprinting to him, towards living our life fully for him, there are things that I stop short of, and things that keep me from pressing on to that very final goal. Just like when I'm running, my own something in me, I can't get it yet, but something in me keeps me from hitting that stop sign or hitting that fire hydrant. And I started thinking about what are some things that are keeping me from fully realizing my goal of living in Christ and living fully in him. And oftentimes lately, it can be jealousy, it can be wanting what others have, it can be anger, it can be greed, it can be just like me being selfish, and just different things in my everyday life that kind of pop up that keep me from, in that moment, fully glorifying God. These are not fun things to think about. But what is fun to think about is once we get over those things, once we push past those things that keep us back, we can live in this joy-filled life, this fulfilling life in Christ. So I hope that this a little running analogy, which is so obvious. I mean, when we're talking about sprinting towards the goal, I mean, how many times has this been preached before? But I just had to share my 2 cents, and I hope that you will think of ways that you keep yourself from hitting your goal of glorifying God. And let's rise up together. If we're going to be women, young adult women that are rising up to glorify God in every area of our life and make Him famous, we've got to get rid of this junk. So I'll be working on my junk. I hope you'll be working on yours. And we'll touch base with you soon. Have a good day. Bye.